I'm John Roberts, Director of Elephants for the Golden Triangle Asian Elephant Foundation and Group Director of Sustainability and Conservation for the Minor Hotel Group, which owns Anantara Hotel, where we're now sitting. We're obviously affected. I think we're a little bit lucky because we've been backed up by a large hotel company. We're not sure how long that can go on for, but it helps us look after our elephants and our mahouts a little bit longer than perhaps some others. For other camps, the other situation, it's pretty dire, to tell the truth. We're not yet, as far as I can tell, at worst case, which would be a mass letting go of elephants, big business elephant camps having to push their elephants out on the streets just to survive, which is something we saw happening in SARS, which was a long time ago, thankfully. But we are at that point where people are going that way. It's certainly very much on the cards, and if nothing changes, and the scary thing is it doesn't look as though anything's going to change, we need to get prepared for that, because there is some talk that, or there's some knowledge that elephants that have homes up in the mountains around Mechem and around Intrat and places like that, they might be able to go back and survive in community forest with the community permission. But there's a drought up there, there's a lot of corn being grown up there. It's not the same as it was 10 years ago. And the bigger worry for me is almost half of all the elephants in Thailand, captive elephants, are registered to 5 or 6 villages in Surin province, which is a place where we've worked a lot. And it's not, there's no forest, there's no food being grown. It's not necessary, well, it's definitely not a good place for elephants even at the best of times, and we've been working hard down there along with others to try and improve the situation, and the best of times for there is 300 unemployed elephants in that place. Worst of times, and what could be about to happen, is another 1,500 more heading in that direction or having to live on the streets, and nothing has the capacity to deal with that, and so it's a scary prospect. We're at a bit of a loss as to what to do. We do have a vet team down there with the Thai Zoological Parks organisation. We will ensure those vets are there, and look and see what happens. I think, unfortunately, in the old days, in 2003, when we weren't being struck by a global pandemic, when there were still lots of guests coming through Thailand, lots of tourism happening, we as an operation were in a position to help. Indeed, that's why we set up the foundation, which was to help. If I'm honest, we're not, even with the backing of the major hotel group, entirely sure how we're going to be looking after the 21 elephants we have on site. How we then expand that and begin to look after other people's elephants, which is our role, is what we've set ourselves up to do, so we will find a way. But how we do that is something that we're having some urgent meetings about at the moment.